going the wrong way. It's the first time I've ever gone live with this equipment set up. So hi guys, hello. Good to see you all. So I did bring a project. Oh, I did bring my phone. Better get that ready for the chat. Had my organised as ever. Right, okay. I had a message. Sorry about that. Right, let's get into the chat. I can never find it under myself, but I do have another channel. So we'll go in. Went dark then. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me. I've got to turn this down. There we go. Okay, so hi Sam, Top Tees. Haven't seen you for a long time. And Seth and Callie. Hi, 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 hi. Hi. That's 4. I'll put that there. Please don't fall. No, that's going to fall over. It's all falling over. Oh my God. Do you remember my outtakey one? You know, when I fell on the floor? Well, fell off the chair. Oh my God. Whoever said I was professional. Right, I'm going to need something to weight this baby down. I don't have this problem when I do my chats. Seriously, I'm a bit shiny, aren't I? Okay, right, stay. Where is heavy book for my chats? Right, I'm going to put that on the back. There you go. Right, that should not move now. I'm going to get my phone. Bear with me. Oh, that was all the way down. Okay, so where was I? There we go. Hi. So hi Emma and Rebecca and Amber. Got a mind of its own. It has. Doesn't do that when I'm on the chat videos. Well, it never has yet. But always, you know, it's fine. It just came at me, that's all. So I've also got it on the big screen, so I can turn and read it, which is cool. But I brought a project to do if I can. But cheers. Well, let's have a bit of a powder first, because I do feel a bit shiny. I don't like being shiny. I might dazzle you all too much. Hello, little sis. Fellow fibre freaks. In the ad at the moment. Okay, hi Lynn. Nice to see me and catch me. Can't wait to receive your hooks and mystery bag. They're on their way. I did have a small hiccup with the label that they didn't bring, but I printed it out, so it's gone off now. All done. Right, am I shiny? I don't think I might be a bit shiny there. I don't want to be shiny. Hello, Kim. Woo, woo, there's lots of us. That's cool. I thought, you know, maybe I only gave a little tiny bit of notice. You know me, I'm a spur of the moment type of person, and I don't often get really notice. So I've got my cup of tea. Look, I've got my mug. Look what it says, Crochet Rocks. That's my shop, guys. I've been getting bits, well, you know, merch, a little bit of, not really merch because I don't sell it, it's just for me. I did actually have some merch for Crochet Rocks once. It's in here somewhere. It was a can cozy, and I'm done with that. Probably used the can, I don't know. So Amber says it's 9:30 here on the east coast of the US. Wow, it is 2:30 in the afternoon here. Cheers guys, gonna have a slurp. Oh, I needed that. Biscuit tea. I do love a cup of biscuit tea. So how are you all? What have you all been doing? I've got a project on the go. There's 3 projects in one in this, because I was going to do a tutorial for it. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I did keep the Knit Pro bag. I ordered some of these for my shop, and yeah, I kept one for myself because I loved it so much. And when I first ordered it for me, and then I thought, oh, I'll get some for the shop. And then when they arrive, I always do the same thing. I always think, can't have it, you've got to put it in the shop. And so I kept thinking, oh, people kept saying, just have it, just have it. So you know what, I just got it. Right, so here's the blanket I'm kind of halfway through, maybe just over half. I don't want to unravel it with the, I had a big loop, but it's kind of, there we go. It's a big loop again now. Kind of figuring out which way round it is. I think you face the actual way. So this is it, and this is an American yarn that I got from Joann's when they were shipping to the UK. They don't anymore. Obviously they've hit bad times, haven't they? But I don't know if I've got a full ball in here. No, I don't. Not very organised, am I? They're in the other room in my, I've got a whip box that I've been using. Rather than keep looking to the side, let's have a look. Whew, oh, some people have come in that I haven't said hello to. Blessed to Crochet, hello. Dazzling Crochet Trinkets, 3:37 here, working on the Sophie's Universe. I'm supposed to be doing that. I haven't got anywhere yet. Oh, I've just been so busy. We went to Comic-Con and all sorts. It's just not, it was a bit adventurous of me to think I could do it, to be honest with you. Emma's got a waffle stitch baby blanket on the go. I'm yet to do one of those. I know it sounds silly, but I've never really fancied the waffle stitch. A lot of people love it. Maybe I'll try it, and I might love it if I do, but I've never really done it. I mean, I did a little swatch when it, you know, I first found that stitch. Rebecca is working on baby blanket in the shell stitch, similar to mine, I guess. You want to work on a waffle stitch blanket yourself? Yeah, I think I might have a go at that, you know. Maybe even a tutorial. And Laura, hello. Great to see me. It's great to see you too. Have someone to drink your coffee with. That's good. Little sis has been a member for 37 months. Woo woo. Amber Heart, not working on anything, but you just need to wind up some yarn. Speaking of which, you won't have seen it yet because it don't air until tomorrow. But I got myself something special for my yarn winding. I don't mind saying. And not working on a working on a temperature blanket. Have done something to your foot. Guest movies and crochet. Well, that sounds like a perfect day. Sounds like a perfect day. Hope it's all right though, your foot, and it doesn't, you know, linger. Yes, the blanket is going to be a tutorial, but I also did a scarf, and I did it with that shiny, I've got the fan on, I'm sweating. I think it's tea. I did it with King Cole Glitz yarn in gold. Beautiful. And I did that as a scarf, and I will do that as a tutorial. I also have been doing a Picasso. I can show you this. Although it is a bit tangled up with my other project. There we go. I tried it in Picasso, and I had to buy some yarn because that was, I only had one ball. It was Angel ages ago sent me an Amazon voucher, but it was in dollars, and unfortunately I couldn't get much by the time, you know, I paid their kind of postage. It was a bit astronomical, not like mine. Mine, I have to say, is very reasonable. So is that the right way around? Yeah. So I did it, I was making this one just to see what this would look like in that stitch. I like it, but it's very jazzy, isn't it? Very jazzy. But yeah, I've got more Picasso now. So I need to turn that off, don't I? Otherwise I'm going to ding away and annoy everybody. Let's make it silent. Okay. Yes, it will be a tutorial. I learned from YouTube in using Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo Stripes. Not had that one. I can get some Red Heart for my shop from one of my wholesalers, but it tends to be just a couple of Red Heart Super Saver, and there was one other that's really kind of not right now, is it? Go the other way. There you go, you can see my lovely light. That's better. I feel like it's, no, it's fine. Don't touch it. Whatever. Just leave it alone. You have Sophie's Universe book. Funnily enough, that's there, my Sophie's Universe book. Where are we? As close as a pattern. It's a very funny book though, isn't it? Differently set out to most. You're working on a corner to corner JG blanket. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's beautiful. Don't have the money, but you think I'll pay somebody to tell you what you did to it because it's frustrating. What did you, I mean, what did you do? Did you fall, twist it, or do something? Ah, Alison, hello. My very first ever customer was Alison. Always a special place does Alison in my little heart. I'm okay. You're working on the V-stitch baby blanket in Chunky. I know that Picasso, Laura, it is just gorgeous, isn't it? I do have some blue somewhere, all different blues. That's pretty, but that one is just astonishing. Where am I? Oh yeah. Getting old ain't for wimps. It sure isn't. Got yarn from Amazon. Hi Kimberly. And Terry. Crafty crafty tea is that 333. And oh, join as you go. I get you now. I'm not always up on things like abbreviations. It's like, you know, when kids write, you know, I've done, what is that one? What, run that one by me. Deborah, hello. Old ain't for weenies. Okay, so I'm going to have some tea before it gets cold. So yeah, I brought that to work on. I always bring a project. I used to do, because I started making Gary's blanket on live streams, it was the only way I was going to get it done because it was just so big. But since then, I've always had a little project on the go, and it's handy just in case no one comes in. You know, it's like having a party, and you always think, well, are people going to show? That sort of thing. So if you do a live stream and it's sort of like not many people here or no one's turned up, you can just like work away, and then people pop in. So, but I'm quite surprised. There's lots of you around this morning. Cheers, then. Look at that. I'm so. I think it's cool. Don't look at that though, because my black tea does tend to stick to the cup and look a bit grim, but it's only because we have really hard water here and it does that. Imagine what it does to your teeth. Okay, if you have milk in your tea, it doesn't seem to be that bad. Hi Terry. Did I say hello? I'm not sure if I did already. Caroline, hello. KDK, I like that. You know, Dom out and about videos probably won't make it over to your side of the ocean. Well, that last one I did at Comic-Con, that was beautiful there, but as far as the Thames goes, it was a very limited part of the Thames. You couldn't really see much apart from that yacht and the Excel Centre and a few buildings on the left of the boat, which were hotels. There was an Ibis. What was the other one? Another chain. You can park in there. That's because we didn't think, you know, what if we ever want to stay in this yacht? So they said, oh, we don't have parking as such, but you can park in Excel or you can park over there at, I can't remember the name of the hotel. Novotel, I think it was. So once my tea's finished, I have water and I put it in my special cup, because the other day my tea I was enjoying spilt everywhere in here, and it spilt in my Sophie's Universe book, it spilt onto my mouse and my keyboard, dripped onto the floor, and I thought, oh, I was enjoying that tea. So it's typical. You know, luckily the book dried fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Got a few little brown stains on the spine bit, you know, where the pages are, but the actual pages themselves aren't stuck together or anything. They're fine. But I thought, I can't believe this. I mean, I actually bought one of those cups that has that kind of lid that you open and shut, and I don't really like using them, you know. So I thought, I'm an adult, I won't spill it. Off it went. Unbelievable. It wasn't. Can you imagine though? You've got your tea, that falls over, tea falls over, everything goes a bit crazy. That didn't happen, thank goodness. It wasn't my apparatus fault that day. Let me just see, have I said hello to everybody? Yeah, I've got Caroline. Alison, still getting over the extortionate price of Hobbycraft. Nearly bought Swirly Whirly, but the price was £8. Put you off. I do those Swirly Whirlies. I don't think they're £8 though. I think they're not. They are quite expensive because they are larger. You know, they're not like 100 grams. But I love my Swirly Whirlies. I will actually what's the word? Not update them, but replenish stock. I think it's only the blues I'm really out of now. But I do have those. I try and it's like I've got Swifts, and I look at all the prices of them and I think, what can I do? And I always undercut. I undercut on the massively on the iTube iCord knitter. I always do. I try my best to make sure that some things I can't, you know, like yarn, they can get massive discounts on things that I can't get, and some crochet hooks. But I just put in as well some new crochet hooks, really, really cheap ones. Well, they're not cheap, but I've kind of really discounted them down, and they are the Clovers. So yeah, watch out for those. Unboxing tomorrow. Oh, thank you for the thummies. Yeah, I keep forgetting, don't I, about those. Don't forget the thummies, everyone. Thummies, as Sam would say, are free. Your granddaughter named you KDK. My son named me Granny Clanger. Sweet, huh? Sweet. You know, that kind of sweet. Hi, Heather. Enjoy your cuppa with milk and sugar. As I am from England. Yeah, me too. Did I give it away? But I don't have milk and sugar. I just have it black. And I used to say I like it black, like my men, but I don't say that anymore because I'm with Gary. But I don't have it. I used to have milk and sugar when I was young, but we gave up sugar when we, back in this country many, many years ago, we had sugar shortage, and the sugar that you could get was astronomical in price. So as a family, mum, dad and I, we all gave it up. And when the sugar shortage was over and it was back in abundance in the shops and back to a normal price, my dad went back to it, but mum and I never did. But I was doing a low carb diet, and suddenly I plateaued big time back in, I think it was the 80s. And I couldn't figure it out. So I decided, reread the book and see what you're doing wrong. You must have got complacent. And it turned out that I drank so many cups of tea a day. And although I had full fat milk in that tea, I used to have milky tea. So I figured it was going to be a wrench, like giving that up, because I have weak and milky tea. I mean, it sounds awful. But now, if anyone puts even the merest splash of milk in my tea, it tastes like fat. It's horrible. But at first, it was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But where I have my tea weak, it isn't really that bad. But I have to say, when I had milk in my tea, I used to drink it and go, oh, really enjoyed it. Now I go, it's not quite the same, but I don't want to get used to milk again. I'm on a low carb diet again, so that wouldn't work anyway, would it? Oh, I spill all the, well, not all the time, it's twice it's happened in there. I thought, you know, after the first time I was really kind of careful and bought that sippy cup, you know, so I wouldn't do it. Didn't last long, sadly, you know, just didn't last. Where am I? Yeah, that was it was nice. I mean, I don't know if that boat was ever like stopped being seaworthy, or if they just decided to do it because they'd make more money out of it than they would as a kind of a yacht. But beautiful. I love the staircase. I've got some gorgeous pictures. I'll try and show them to you in a sec. Let's get through where I'm up to. You spill everything and you need a sippy go. Hi, Mork and Mandy. I love that. My nephew's name's Mark, and his mum, when she used to write the Christmas cards and stuff out, she would put, from Steve, Jean, Lisa, Sarah, Mork and Joanna, and it always looked like Mork, so I've always called him Mork, but it's just the way she wrote A. Bear with me, I've got a slurp here. I don't like gobble it down in front of you guys. Here we go. All done. I hope I don't burp, that's the only thing. What brand is my biscuit tea? It's Yorkshire tea. They do a Diplomat one, and I do sell it in my shop for people overseas. I've got a bit of a backache. I don't know why. Must be all that walking at Comic-Cons made me a tad weak. But yeah, I do sell them both in my shop, but the best one by far is the Yorkshire one, Yorkshire biscuit tea and the toast and jam tea. Although I don't tend to drink that as much anymore. Although you're a klutz, your cats actually spill everything you try to drink. They headbutt you, don't they? Those cats, you know, when you're trying, they headbutt you. It goes everywhere when they do that. You did get the Knit Pro Mellow. Yeah, they're lovely. I've got about 3 sets left in my shop. They are. I tried to undercut everyone on them as well. What do you do while listening to Off to Work? You're on mute. Okay, thank you very much. You spill on yourself constantly, that's why you can't wear white. I'll give you a little it make you feel better. When I have my dinner, I have to wear an apron, and I wear one of those that you put over your head and tie up around your back, because otherwise the girls catch all the gravy or whatever I'm eating. It just straight away splat, there it is. And there's nothing worse than being mucky. You don't want mucky boobies, do you? No, it's just, you know, they've got, you know, you just don't, that's not a good look, gravy catched boobs. So yeah, I'm not good with white either. I can have it on 5 minutes and it looks dirty. I don't know why. You're a big Robin Williams fan, so that's where your name comes from. Oh, nano. Just a splash of milk in tea, but 2 sugars. Expensive but worth it. Is that me? Hi to Sugar Diamond, woo woo, and Liserine. First time catching me live. Good. Well, welcome. What was I going to do when I finally caught up? Remember, I was going to do something, wasn't I? Oh yeah, I was going to show you the pictures. That's it. So let's see. It might not come out too well, but it might. Let's have a look. Let's go find the yacht. The yacht. Okay, so that was the yacht, and it's moored right by the Excel Centre in London. It's kind of near Docklands, so it's not heart of London. It's on the outskirts of all the, you know, stuff. But they turned it into a hotel. But members of the public can go in. It's called the Sunborn. There you go. That's Sunborn. The Sunborn, and inside you're greeted with this lovely staircase as you walk in. Members of the public can go in and use the bars and the, you know, the lounge and sit outside. So that's what the staircase looks like as you walk in. And I was going to name that "Paint Me Like One of Your French Girls, Jack." That was the caption that I was going to have for that one. But went all the way up to the top, and looking down, there's the chandelier, and you can see the stairs going down. And that was from the very top. So you're right at the very, very top, and you've got about 3 or 4 decks. That was from the outside. It looks gloomy, but it wasn't. It was a beautiful sunny day. That was sitting, you could sit outside and drink your tea, but it was a little blustery being on the river, and I didn't want my tea to go cold. Gary had a cider, but I don't drink, so I had tea, and that was the doors to come out onto that deck. Very swish this is, very nice. And then we went to Comic-Con. So I've put some videos up already of that, so we had a great time. But yeah, you can stay there, and when I googled it, it said £189 a night to stay there, but I asked the concierge and he said, well, check the website because it changes daily. So I don't know if that's that was weekdays. Weekends was more. Where am I up to? Those Knit Pro Mellow hooks, I've used them. I really, really like them. They don't snag or anything. Hi Ellie. Ellie Lavers, Crochet and More. Listening and driving, that's cool. Don't crash. You know, just saying. That's even more beautiful at night. Oh, but it is. Didn't really think about it. Although we were there in the evening, it was still quite daylightish, you know what I mean? You know, it wasn't dark. That's what I'm trying to say. Hadn't got dark, but was so exhausted walking around in that heat and walking. The Excel Centre is massive, and you're walking around all the stuff. So it's massive in itself. Then you've got these big areas where they've got the stalls set out for people that you want to look at, and they snake like that. So you're not just walking the length of maybe the Excel, you're walking like this all the way down the Excel. And then you've got the other side doing exactly the same thing, and it was just exhausting. It really was. I was in agony, but very enjoyable. And you know what? I'm so fit now when it comes to walking. There was something we did the other day, and I was supposed to go shopping to Lakeside. Didn't go. We're not going now, but was meant to go. And I thought that's going to be easy for me now. I was going to say a piece of pea, but that's just the wrong thing to say on here, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to be absolutely easy peasy for me now. And we went to the cinema yesterday, and I did the stairs. I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. My legs are like, I've got muscles like boulders in the things now, I tell you. But yeah, we went to see Mad Max one, Furiosa, yesterday. It was all right. Gary loved it. He loves that film, so it's fine. But for me, it was like, that's good. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but it's not like my favourite thing. Yeah, it was fancy. Very, very, very fancy. The chandelier was amazing, and it was so clean. And you think, they must clean this thing constantly. I wonder who gets that job. A crazy job. Dawn, you did finally catch me live. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget thumbs, all my new peoples. Everyone's saying hello to people. Claptrap, hello. Welcome. And Gloria, should build up walking stamina. I have now. I tell you what, 3 days of walking around the Excel Centre, because we arrived on the Thursday, and so what did we do? Gary's son Jamie had gone to London with his friends. They wanted to go to the big Lego building and Leicester Square and stuff like that. So when we got there, it was just me and Gary. So we went for a walk through the Excel Centre, and we found that yacht. And it was really, really hot. And I said to Gary, I'm not sure this is a good idea, because if I exhaust myself today, I might be achy tomorrow, and I've got to do this. We did it anyway, and we found our way around. And so on the second day, unfortunately, we would have had to have walked all the way past the Excel to go in. So luckily that we just went one stop on the Docklands Light Railway, but we had to walk to it. And then we walked around it. But for us to walk home was quite easy. You just walk to the end of the Excel, come out, and you go around the corner, and there's your hotel. So we didn't have to get the train on the way back. And the second day, we had to do exactly the same thing. We would have had to walk all the way. But the annoying thing is, because we had 2-day tickets, not the whole weekend, because it went for 3 days, and we had 2. We had to split up with Jamie, and they went one way into the main entrance, and we had to walk all the way back around a service entrance. But we still it was like walking all the way back, and you thought, what's the point? Why can't I just go that way anyway? But couldn't get to it. So a lot of walking, massive amount of walking. But I'm a lot fitter now than I was, that's for sure. Gonna have to keep it up. We did start going out for a few out and about walks. We've done a few videos, but they've not been massive. But yeah, definitely gonna keep it up. Where am I up to? Hello Karen, and another Karen. Got 2. I wonder how many calories I did, and I didn't cheat on my diet the whole time I was away. I was very, very good. Hi Carla, welcome. Don't forget the thummies, guys. Please don't forget those thumbs. Oh, as if by magic. Thank you, Dawn. You see 34 in the house and only 30 thumbs. Tut tut, where have you gone with your thummies? Show us the love and support with your thumbprint at the door. Thank you so much. So yeah, I didn't cheat once. I'd had to have things I wasn't really happy to eat. So for instance, we kind of had this meal deal. So if you have your evening meal at the Premier where we were, you could get breakfast, and it was all in this price. So we did that for 2 nights. So we had the evening meal followed by the breakfast. So looking at the menu, I thought there's not really an awful lot of low carb things on this menu. First night, what did I have for starter? Wings, chicken wings. And then I had a mixed grill. But I gave the chips away. And when I said, you know, chicken wings, I didn't have any of the dips or anything like that. But when they arrived, they almost were like tempura. I know they'd put some kind of flour coating on them. And I'm gluten intolerant, so I didn't like the idea of that. But I thought, and it's also not part of my diet. You know what? I've got to eat something, haven't I? So I ate them. And then when it came to the mixed grill, it was very, very oily. I felt sick and queasy that night. So the next day I thought, I'm not eating that again. And Jamie had gone for the prawn cocktail, but said he didn't want the salad. So when it came, he just had a dish of prawns with sauce. So the next night I said, can I please have prawn cocktail without bread and without salad and without sauce? Basically, you just want prawns, don't you? Yes, please. And then I had steak. So I didn't eat a lot. I just had steak with broccoli and mushrooms. That's what I had. And Gary gave me his mushrooms, so I had more. So yeah, I had steak and mushrooms and a little bit of long stem broccoli and a dish of prawns. So that was what I ate. But it wasn't only the tempura kind of battery bit on the wings I weren't really happy about. And breakfast, I probably ate too many sausages, but there wasn't a great deal I could have. So in my defense, I needed to fill myself up on something. But I was very good. I really was. Let me just check. Don't think you could have kept up with all the walking. I know it was hard. It would roll you around. All the good things aren't part of my diet. It's not fair. No, it isn't. But then again, you say that. But, you know, if you're like on Slimming World or Weight Watchers or something like that, all the other good things are not part of that diet. You know, you think, right, I can have a baked potato in its skin like a jacket potato, but I can't have butter and I can't have loads of cheese. So straight away, you're missing out. And, you know, you might be able to eat some confectionery, but you can't have the ones you want. You can't have the desserts you want. They've got to be low-fat desserts. So, yeah, you're missing out. But you get on low carbing and you can have egg, bacon, mushrooms, sausage. You can have steaks and mixed grills and all those yummy chicken and everything. You know, you can have fried chicken if you wanted it. I don't know if I've ever had fried chicken in my life, but, you know, baked, cooked, roasted. You can do anything like that, but you just can't have the chips, the potato, all that stuff. So you always miss out. You always miss out on something. I guess with low carb, you miss out on a lot because you can't have the sugar either. So, but I enjoy the diet a lot. And also I feel so much healthier on it when I get on it because it gets rid of most of the things I'm allergic to out of my life. So, and I like that feeling of not being bloated. You know, so many times when I eat carb foods, I just sit there and I feel so bloated afterwards and uncomfortable. But the thing is, you can eat until you're full up on the low carb diet. I don't tend to because I get fed up with chewing, and I kind of have it stays in your stomach for longer and you feel satisfied. So I don't tend to eat so much. But if you're peckish, you can have something else. But I don't ever feel like I'm bloated and can't move. That's never part of my life now. And I love that. That's one good thing about it. All the thummies just for you. Lots of love. Coming up later. Pardon me. Can you have a walnut nuts? They are called nut meats. I can have walnuts. I can have nuts. And I can have peanuts to a certain extent, although they're legumes, they're not really nuts. But you can't have loads and loads, you know. They've got a carb content. But while I was away, that's one thing I did do, because Gary was eating crisps, which you called potato chips over across the pond, in the pub. And I was sitting there thinking, oh, I know, I'm going to have some nuts. So I had a packet of salted peanuts, but unfortunately they had Nobby's nuts, and they are quite hard. So yeah, I did have one pack of Nobby's nuts while I was there. What National Trust places and stately homes have you got near you, like historical places and places with ponds and lakes? We've got Leeds Castle. That's the best one. When I was a child, I went to, I moved here when I was 13, 11, 13. Hang on, I was 11. No, maybe I was 13. I don't know. Around that age. And my school, I think I was 11. School took us to a place called Bolton Monchelsea Place, a stately home. And fun enough, years later I worked near there for the ambulance service in the control room as a dispatcher. And I used to I drive past Bolton Monchelsea all the time. But we've got lots of those kind of stately homes. Don't really visit them. Hever Castle's not too far up the motorway. But Leeds Castle was very close. We went to the jousting. I don't know if you saw that out and about that I did. It was a King's Joust. We missed it this year because it was at the same time as Comic-Con. We've got Rochester Castle. It's a bit of a ruin, but they do a fun day every year. And Mel Gibson filmed one of his movies there, and one of the extras died falling from the battlements. So I can't remember the film. But yeah, Rochester's got a castle. And then you've got all of the seaside towns, like Walmer's got a castle, and Dover has a castle. They're not far, not really. But the closest one is definitely Leeds Castle. There's lots of other places, like there's the Quex Park Museum. Michael found one the other day when he was out and about, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was a museum. And they had lots of stuff there, and that was open to the public. But yeah, we do have lots of stuff like that. This place is full of it. Kent is the biggest thing for history, I tell you. It's just so much here. But as stately homes that are open to the public go, Leeds Castle's probably the biggest. And they do lots of events there as well, which is cool. A large roundabout. Oh, you got to go, Alison. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Heather. Welcome. Don't forget the thumbie. Huge lightning and thunder. No rain in sight. And there was sunshine while still thundering. Warm and humid and heavy outside. I love storms, I must admit. When I first had my own place, it was a council maisonette, and it was enormous. It was upstairs, so we were like, our front room was 3 stories up and our bedroom was 4. But the whole of the front room was just huge windows, like masses of windows. As far, and it was like 16, no, it's probably about, I don't know, 30 feet wide, but it was all windows. And so you were quite high up. So whenever you had a thunderstorm and lightning, you could see the whole thing. It was so good. You could open the curtains, just lay back and watch it. But here you can watch it in the sea, which is even better. I do love to see the storm at sea and the lightning when it kind of hits the water. Quite mesmerising. Would love to see the castles. We did our wedding in Renaissance style many years ago before we ever went to a fair. Well, you know, you can get married at Leeds Castle. We did look at that. Not that we were going to plan a wedding or anything, but, you know, there was a time when we were looking for venues and stuff like that. And when we went to the joust, there was all these leaflets about, because you can have one of those medieval kind of banquets and stuff like that as well there. You can get lots of stuff there. When we go to Vegas in September, we're going to go and do the Tournament of Kings again. I can't wait. I absolutely love that. I was about to go all the way to the USA to watch jousting and knights when they do it round the corner, you know. But it's good. It's good fun. And Yeah, we're staying at Excalibur, so it's actually in Excalibur, so we won't even have to go far to watch it. Yeah, so that'd be really cool. Hate to do it, Miss Tracy, but I have to go get ready for a doctor's appointment. Hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. Many blessings to you all. I hope your doctor's appointment goes well. I had my cancer checkup, not yesterday, the day before, and I was kind of getting all tense about it, but it was all clean bill of health, so that's cool. Gary had one yesterday. Apart from the weight, that was the most excruciating thing, but he hasn't got to have anything done, so that was good. Kerry, hello, darling. And Karen, storm at sea, great as long as you're not in it. It's very true, very true. Like to see any historical places. I was brought up by my mum's aunt and her stories, as they made me interested in history, at least the story part. Hi Karen, another Karen. I've got so many Karens and I love them all. So yes, hello. I'm sorry if I keep fidgeting, but I don't know if it's this chair. I'm getting a bit of a lower backache. I said that once before, I think, sitting on this chair. Don't know why, because it's quite a nice little chair. It's new. Got it Christmas. My other one was mega uncomfortable, you know. And I think it was because Gary had to put it together, and I don't think he did it right. And it has this tendency to kind of lean a little forward, and you're meant to be able to rock on it. You know, I used to like that when I was at work. I used to have my phone on rock with you mode. So if you lean back, it leans back. If you lean forward to type, it leans forward. And you're supported the whole time, and I like that. And that was what I wanted for that chair out there, but it never did it. I don't think he put it together properly. And I could just about make it go up and down, but it sort of tilts a little forward. Very uncomfortable, and it's seen better days anyway. So now that's in the Yana van, and this little one is in here, and it's much more comfy, but I'm getting a little bit of a twinge. Dazzling Sandy, did I miss you come in, or have you got a different name? Oh, hang on. Dazzling, oh, there you go. Dazzling Crochet Trinks, it says Sandy. That's cool. One of our fellow YouTubers lives in Vegas, Taylor LT. Well, I was going to say when I go, because there's a few of my subscribers around that kind of area, that if anybody wanted to meet up, I would sort of say, I'd find myself a location that was easy to find, mate, and say I'm gonna be in there on this particular time. Come and meet me and Gary, and see if anyone can come. But you know, I would love. Do you know what I would love to do? I'd love to have a vacation over there in the US with one of those motorhomes and just drive from state to state and say, right, I'm going to be in LA, I'm going to be wherever, and just have like meetups. That would be absolutely amazing. You know, spend a few days there, and on one of those days do the meetup. I think that would just be fantastic. I'd love to do it. But that would be rather expensive, wouldn't it? And who would do my orders while I'm gone? So yeah, I'd love to do that though one day. Your high today is supposed to reach 94. We're lucky to get to 4. Seriously, it's raining again today. We have like really one day of summer, and then the next day it goes back, you know, so we just let's reset and go back to winter again. Not quite winter, it's not cold, but it's just ugh, blah is what it is. Blah. Hannah, hi, welcome. Don't forget the thummy, guys, anyone who's just come in. So I haven't got any of my crochet done. I've been just chatting, which I do best, you know. One thing I've always been is a talkative little monster. When I was a kid, people used to say, don't you shut up for 5 minutes. And I'd, well, I can if you like. And then they say, why are you quiet? Well, you just told me to shut up. There are places here that rent motorhomes. Yeah, we do have that as well. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be brilliant? It would indeed. So I don't know what to do with my shop while I'm away in Vegas for a couple of weeks. Because, you know, it's all very well me putting it on YouTube saying, just please be aware that I'm away for 2 weeks. I could probably get I could actually probably get my web guy Chris to put it on a pop-up, just to say during this time there may be a delay. I'm going to do that. That's probably great. Carrie has been a member for 34 months. Woo woo! I love you too, Kerry. I do. I really do. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah. Bless you. Ah, I feel all fuzzy and warm inside now. So yeah, I haven't done a stitch, have I, of this? Which is, you know, that's a good thing because you showed up. No, actually, I find it hard sometimes when I have been doing whips as I do lives in the past, but sometimes I find it difficult. Other times it gets heavy in your lap. I mean, I don't know about you, but this would weigh down and it pulls. I haven't got a countertop. It's to the left of me sort of thing. So nothing to lean it on. Oh, wow. Well, I would normally be with Gary today, but I had to stay in for parcels. I had one delivered and some collected for hobbyrocks.co.uk, if you haven't seen it already. And so Gary's daughter rang. She has a wardrobe, and he said he would help her with the wardrobe ages ago. And so she unpacked it, and she said there's no way I can actually hold it up and screw it at the same time. So is there any chance you could help? And so he's gone over there to help her. So I thought, what am I going to do? I've done my work. I've uploaded my products onto my shop, and well, not all of them, but the main ones. The others can do later on. I'd uploaded my unboxing video and done all the bits and pieces and the thumbnail. And I thought, well, I could do my chat early, or I know, I could go live. So here I am. I don't do nearly enough lives. Used to do a lot of them. So websites have message. You can order but will not send till back. Now what it is, I've got a pop-up anyway. If you go on my website, which is www.hobbyrocks.co.uk, and the first thing that happens is there's a pop-up and it says free ergonomic crochet hook. Then it gives you a code, and then it also gives you some mystery bags that I've got, because I do mystery boxes, but I've got smaller quantity mystery bags which are cheaper, and they're organza bags, and one of them is like a bag with hearts on for the even smaller one. So the pop-up comes up with that on it, so I can just get him to change the pop-up to say during this date and this date there will be a delay in your order due to holiday, you know, that sort of thing. I'll word it better than that, but you know what I mean. I can actually do that so that people will be aware and they can either order it or just wait a little while or something. Cheers, gonna have some water. Needed that. Wet my whistle. That straw tastes funny though. Kind of makes it taste a little woody. Good morning, Mama Knows Best, aka Gwen. Don't forget the thumbie. So I wish my back wasn't playing up. Gary's got a bad back. He hurt it the other day. He doesn't know how. And I said to him it was probably all the walking at Comic-Con, sleeping on a different bed because we were away for a couple of nights. Boy, was it a hard bed. He's used to a firmer bed than I like, you know, he's always had firmer beds. But my bed is soft and spongy. And I don't like firm beds, so I won't have one. But the bed while we were away, I got on it and I said it's like sleeping on a table. I cannot stand it. But to be honest, while you were laying down, it wasn't as bad as when you sit on it. But it was hard. And but I didn't sleep the first night very well at all. But the second night, I couldn't wake up. I was just out of it. Does Gary have any DIY projects on the horizon, or has he finished everything? Love the work done on your house and the yarn van. Does the diet call for a certain amount of water? Well, they do say on anything, and even if you're not dieting, to drink lots of water. Oh man, hurts. So I try my best. Do try my best, but I drink more tea than water, and although it's not the same. But Gary does have some DIY projects on the go. It's going to be a major disruption for me, actually, because he did the bedroom. I don't know, I probably didn't show it, but it's got white paneling at the bottom, which is vertical, kind of like wood paneling. And then above it, it's got a pink sparkly paper. It sounds awful, doesn't it? It sounds terrible, but it's not. It's nice. It's like the living room paper, but pink. It's the same one. And a pink carpet. So that's all done. So then he said, well, if you have this kind of like door off, it will look like an extension of that room. So there's the paneling finishes over there, and he's got paneling to do all around here. So this wall behind where I am. So if I do this, there's brickwork there. It's not real brick, it's paper. Okay, so the paneling will be like well, not quite halfway, but maybe 2/3 of the way up. And then above it would be the pink paper. So I've got to clear everything out of here. And so he can do it. And I've got yarn on the walls, not like these, they are just brown shelves, bookshelves really. And there's a cabinet, but it's heavy cabinet because it's got magazines stacked up in it and things like that. So all of that would have to come out. The counter would have to come out, the computer, everything. So it's gonna be, and there's stuff under here, so like a plastic chest of drawers and all sorts of things under there that have to be moved. So it's going to be a major upheaval for me to do that, and he's got to do that soon. He also, in the conservatory, it's not like a conservatory like some people have, you know, like a nice little glass room behind the house. Not really like that. It is a it goes from the front door into like a passage all the way down, like an old-fashioned conservatory where you hang birds and stuff like that. But we don't hang birds, you know, don't hang anything or anyone. Just clarifying that. So then you get to the end and there's a bigger space, and there's a room off it that is now Gary's craft room. And in that room, before Gary's craft room, it's behind the bedrooms. One used to be a little bedroom, and the other one is the conservatory bit. And it's got a perspex roof, so it's very hot out there, and it's got lots of windows, but it's not like a plush room. So in there we've got a big freezer. We've also got the washing machines. It's more like a utility room. Then we've got a countertop. So you don't sit there with a cup of tea and look out. It's not that kind of conservatory. Unfortunately, that would be pretty, that would be nice, but it's not. And it's also a place where we get spiders. So, because that's where the back door is, and so they come in. And so I saw one there yesterday. It doesn't live there anymore. It was definitely evicted by my foot. I'm sorry if you like them, but I can't live in the same house. And the ones we get here, they're long, right? They are black, which is the worst kind. You know, if they're browner, they seem to be a bit less fierce and scary. I know they're only little, but still. They get to really long like this, and they're kind of narrow, and they go, oh, they're massive, big black things. So they have to go. And that one was a small one, so it wasn't quite, didn't have all its muscles yet, but it's not going to get them now either. It's gone, thank goodness. So I've got this spray, spider spray, and I spray that place. Every now and then I'll go out there and I'll just spray the whole, around the windows, around the door, up in the top where there's little cracks, not cracks, the roof slants, so it doesn't fit, like there's like a little bit where it goes in, like slots in. So I spray it around there because they like to live there. Any little places behind the freezer and places where they might like to live, spray there, spray in that little craft room. All the way down the corridor to where the front door is, I spray all there. Spray any drains and things, I spray everything. And then every now and then I go in the bathroom because they like to come up through pipework and stuff, and I give a good old spray in the bathroom, and occasionally I'll do the rooms. I'll spray just to kind of keep them down, and it's worked because I haven't seen one for a very long time. That means I'm due for one in the house. I know it. I know I am. Especially as Gary yesterday, while he was doing his DIY and gardening, left both doors open because he was filling up the car. We had loads and loads of boxes, packaging, mostly from Hobby Rocks, but we did have also a door that needed to go to the tip, and a few other things. So he loaded up the car, and while he was doing that, he had both doors open. And then I thought, that door's been open a very long time, and he's not gone out there. And I looked, and he was at the back of the garden doing gardening, because he's bought this stuff. It's a mesh, and he's putting it on the fence so that things can climb up it and grow up. He's got some honeysuckle and jasmine and all that. I've got some runner beans which need planting, but it's raining, so I'm not doing it today. But yeah, so he's been out there busy. I'm getting shiny again. I'm really hot. I don't know why. Probably because of the rain. It's very annoying. So just bear with me a sec, because I can't stand it when I shine. It's like a big sweaty mess. I don't enjoy being shiny. That's as good as it's going to get. Let's have a look at what's happening in the chat. Hang on. I think I'm there. And there, Gary's DIY things. So he's got the conservatory to finish. I don't know how, that's what I started talking about it. We did one wall, we did that red kind of staining, and on the other side he's going to get that white paneling, and then above it just paint it, I think. So he's got to do that. I think we need to do something with the floor out there as well, but the major job, which I don't know when we're going to get to do it, is bathroom. The bathroom's very old. It's very old, and it's seen better days, but not only has it seen better days, things are starting to go wrong. We had a few leaks, and Gary and his brother have fixed them. Yeah, but everything had to be pulled out to get to it, so that broke the bath side. And you know, things need, Gary's going to make a new one out of paneling for now, but we do need a new bathroom. That's going to be a major job, and Gary's son's going to help him with that. Was going to do it this year, but we've got too much expense. We had Comic-Con, we've got Vegas and other things, and we just got too much going on to do it, I think. So yeah, that's the major job to do. But there's lots, very old house, so there is always something, always a lot to do. Yeah, all diets like you to have water, but I reckon that you're meant to drink a lot of water anyway, don't they? Hi, Newfie Grandma. Off to the classroom. Everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, hang on. My back is twinging. I don't know how long I've been on. I mean, the straw tastes weird. It's just a straw. It's not been anywhere. Makes it taste kind of nutty. Weird, huh? I don't know. Very strange. Not unpleasant though, like nut flavoured water. It's just this. I don't know what it would be like trying to drink this through the little hole. I might dribble. Hang on. It works. Works better than with a straw. So yeah. So anyway, I don't think I'll be on too much longer. I have talked the hind leg off a donkey, as my mother always used to say. I don't understand where that saying comes from, but on my chats I always used to have like word of the day and little saying of the day and things like that, and that was one of them. One of the pearls of wisdom that my mother used to come out with. You can talk the hind leg off a donkey. It was quite apt really that I do it for a living. I suppose it was a perfect job for me, wasn't it? But yeah, talk the hind leg off a donkey. Where on earth did that come from? As if that has ever happened. You know, I've seen all these donkeys with 3 legs where everyone talks too much. So thanks for coming in and spending time with me. It's been absolutely wonderful. I don't know how I'm going to finish this. It doesn't look normal on this. It might work if I do that. I don't, yeah, it might do. Anyway, I'm going to try and end this without messing it up. So thanks for coming in and spending some time with me. One of these days I'm going to do a live in the evening. But I don't tend to kind of get an awful lot of free time these days. But I try and do them when I can. So thanks for everything. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good day, everyone. Bye for now.